we both make music.
Yeah.
And we both opened for Green Day.
Did you open for Green Day? That's
We
amazing.
did. I mean, technically, it was a festival in Italy.
Same.
Was it? Yeah, it was
Yeah.
a festival in Italy, and but we played right before Green Day, and it was crazy because this storm came out of nowhere. I mean, it was blue skies, and then this storm came out of nowhere. These winds and everything. The stage is rocking, and they shut the show down during our last song. And then Green Day actually never played. So technically, I don't know if I did open for Green Day, but we were on the same bill.
I feel like even we're even more of a technicality because we played at the same festival, not even on the same stage.
Got
but
it. Well,
we played beforehand. You know?
Yeah. We had plenty of those. Were you on stage as an actor before? First, you were on stage as a musician and then an actor?
I mean, I guess like 5th and 6th grade, I really got into plays and, doing, it was also a really turbulent time at home with my parents divorcing. And so it just suddenly seemed like a...
But how did you get into play?
The assignment was to write write a paragraph short story as an animal on Noah's Ark. And I wrote a musical that was like 20 pages. And I brought it in, and my teacher, Mrs. Stuckey, I still remember her, she was like, we're going to make this into a play, and you're going to be the main character, the platypus. And it was like a reluctant platypus that he didn't want to go on. He didn't believe it. He didn't want to go on it. And so we did this play, and that was really like the first, because it was also a play I had written, and I was starring in it, and it was pretty amazing. And then the next year, it was a weird Christian school where the plays that we would do were like where you just kind of get up and lip sync to a pre-existing track. That would be like a Christian story song about like the devil and Jesus battling in hell, having a boxing match in hell. And then I played the devil, and I scared the teacher, and then girls started being interested in me, and I'm like, this is amazing. I found my calling.
As soon as you played the devil, the girls came running.
I mean, that's when it happened. And then as soon as I, like a couple days afterwards, when she saw that I really wasn't the devil, that didn't work out. Like to work with Pacino would be, I would love that so much. I remember he came to Hamlet, and I saw him up there sitting up in the audience. And, there's the moment
during the performance, you saw him?
Yeah, I saw him. But I had invited him, so I knew he was coming. And so the way we did it was very much like you talk to the people. And I see him up there, and I couldn't resist. And because it's the moment when Hamlet sees the ghost of his father. And I say, my father, methinks I see my father. And then after intermission, I come back, and he's like moved 3 rows behind and is wearing sunglasses now. Probably made him so uncomfortable, but then he was so sweet. And afterwards, we went out and talked, and he even gave me like some thoughts about stuff and how he would do the "Oh, what a rogue and peasant slave," and something to talk about too. We're both another synchronistic thing that's happening. Synchronized thing is we jumped into the world of the Marvel hero.
Yeah.
We both got these guys coming out that we did, both starting with the letter M.
Moon Knight and Morbius. And both interesting because titles a lot of people are going to be introduced to for the first time, right?
I'd never heard of Moon Knight before, and I collected comics when I was younger. I'd heard of Morbius, but I'd never heard of Moon Knight. But the fact that, I don't know, and I don't know how the process was for you because it's a feature film, we're a limited series. There was a lot of room to try stuff because there wasn't the pressure that, we got to make sure we make however many millions of dollars, hundreds of millions of dollars on the opening weekend. So we could try stuff. We could, make it very point of view. We could make very weird decisions. And I think that is, at the moment at least, and I don't imagine it's going to go backwards. At the moment, it feels like that's where more of the risk is being taken. Because it can,